Lesson 5, commission. So commission is when you are paid for selling something and you're getting paid amount on commission. So it's usually a percentage of the total being sold. And there's two different types of commission. There's one where you fully get paid in commission, so your entire paycheck is based on commission. And then you can also have base pay. So you get paid a base pay plus commission. So jobs that have commission, the big one is car salesman. They get paid on commission. Another one would be if you've ever gone into Sport Check. People are always jumping to help you. Yes, they're good workers, but also they are being paid on commission as well. If you ever feel like someone asks you if anyone helped you at the till, did so-and-so help you, did anyone help you? That means that they usually get paid in commission. Or they get some kind of bonus pay that might not be money, but store credits that helps you get more money. So another place like that is Bath and Body Works and Warehouse One. So lots of clothing stores are based on commission. And they get a base pay as well. Another big one is electronics. So like Future Shop and Best Buy. I actually think Best Buy isn't based on commission, but they do come up to you really quickly, and they often follow you around to make sure that they can help you when you're ready, because they do get paid on commission. A real estate is commission. When they sell the house, you pay a certain amount of that pay goes to the real estate agent. So that affects the cost of the house. Many sales things are commission. Hairdressers are based on commission. How many people they get to be in their chair in a day, they get paid on that. So, finding commission, you want to take the rate of commission and times it by your total sales. So Ming works in a store that sells furniture. He works on a commission of 6.5% of his gross earnings, or gross sales. If he sold $9,865 worth of furniture last week, how much did he earn? Oh, another place, speaking of furniture, is the brick. The brick is paid based on commission. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 6.5 and turn it into a decimal. So it would be, move the decimal place twice, 0.065. Then we're going to take 9,865 and we're multiplying it by that decimal. And you get $641.23. So that is how much he would be paid on that commission. Example 2, you're selling a home and the real estate agent makes 6% commission on the first $150,000, and they make 2% commission on anything else. You sold your home for $250,950. How much will you make in commission? So we're going to take, the first part was 6% for $150. So we'll take 0.06 and times it by 150,000. And you'd get $9,000. Now what we want to find is the 2% for the over. So we take 250, 950, and we're going to minus 150,000. And you get $100,950. So now we're going to take the 2%, which is 0.02%, and times it by the $100,950. And you would get 2019. So that's how much you make over, and altogether you would add the numbers together and you'd make $11,019 when you sell this house. Example 3, Olaf earns $416.03 commission on sales of $9,245. What is his rate of commission? So we're going to take how much he makes in commission and divide it by how much he sold. And you take 416 divided by 9,245, and then we're going to times it by 100 because it's a percent, and you get 4.5%. So his commission rate is 4.5%. So now we're going to calculate with base salary. So base salary is how much you take home no matter what. So you're working at a store where you sell clothing. You're paid a base salary of $450 per week. You make 12% commissions on any sales you make, and you sold $1,032.50. So first we're going to find our base salary, base pay, which is $450. Then we're going to find our commission pay, and to find that we would change this to a decimal, so 0.12. So we take 0.12 and times it by $1,032.50. When you times those together, you get $123.90. So we'll take 450 and add it to $123.90, and for this week, you make $573.90. So the reason why lots of people are paid also a base pay is that it's difficult if you make no sales and you're not getting paid for your job. So usually you'll get paid a lower salary, so less per hour, because you're also making commission. So it's really important that you have a job that is paid on commission, that you are also very good at selling things. Because if you're not selling things, you're not making enough money to support yourself. You're working at a store that pays both an hourly wage and commission. So your hourly wage is $9.50 per hour. You get paid 8% commission on sales. One day you work for 8 hours and you make $255.75 in sales. So first we're going to find our hourly wage, and we'll take $9.50 and multiply it by 8. Then we're going to find our commission. So we change this to a decimal, and it's 0.08. So we take 0.08 and multiply it by 255.75. When you find your hourly wage, you get it to be $76, and your commission is $20.46. When you add it together, you make $96.46 altogether. So that is how much you made for that 8-hour shift. You work as a sales clerk and make a base salary, or you're paid both an hourly wage and commission. So your hourly wage is $9 an hour, and your commission is 12% on anything sold before tax on each item. So you work for 8 hours, and that day you sold an item priced at $635.99, an item priced at $90, 3 items priced at $34.50, and an item priced at $201.25. So how much did you make that day? So first, before we do anything, let's just find his total sales. So we'll take $635.99 plus $90 plus 3 times $34.50 plus $201.25, and when you add all that together, you should get $1,030.74. So that's our first step. Find out how much the total sales were. So we know the total sales are $1,030.74. Now we want to find out how much he earned this day for working 8 hours. So we'll take his hourly wage and his commission and add them together. So his hourly wage is $9 multiplied by 8 hours, plus, change this to a decimal, so 0.12 times his total sales, which is $1,030.74. For his hourly wage, you should get 72, and for your commission, you should get $123.69. When you add them both together, you get $195.69. So you made quite a bit in that 8-hour shift.